What's going on, guys? Squeebs and crew back with a new NFL week. This is NFL week 4 picks episode. Another good week. 13 wins for Marcus, 12 for me. I think the games we missed completely were obviously the Chiefs.
I got that one.
Oh, you picked the Chargers. I picked the Chiefs. That was a bad one for me. There was one that we both got wrong. Who was it?
I think it was the Browns one.
The Browns. Yeah. We both had Chicago, lost that.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I switched my pick to Chicago, which had to do. Justin Fields didn't get the job done. Matt Nagy's still the coach. They're not going to win games.
I should have switched mine off.
You should have switched off. Yeah.
And then I should have rode with you with Cincy.
Yeah. But, we're getting like 13, 12, 13. Right? We only missing like 3 or 4 every week. We're both on a roll.
We are.
So
gotta keep it up.
People should tell us for sure because we're hot.
Well, at least you win you a few games.
Yeah, I went 10-0 college football. I won 12 NFL. You won 13 NFL. And we're not losing that much.
Hey, we win till we lose, right?
Yeah. So, all right, let's get this shit started. Thursday night, Jaguars at Bengals. Bengals are 7.5-point favorites. Obviously, Jacksonville hasn't been playing that well. Bengals look good in the AFC North.
Hey, Jaguars did fight hard last week, though.
Yeah, Jaguars fought hard. Bengals look like one of the best teams in the division, though.
I will say this. Last time Joe Burrow played Trevor Lawrence,
yeah,
I want to say Trevor Lawrence got his ass whooped.
Yeah. I like Cincy here. I like the 7.5 as well. I think Cincinnati blows them out of the stadium. I think Cincinnati.
We're starting off. I didn't do it last week. I'll do it this week. Riding with Cincy.
Yeah, Cincy. Both on it. Yep, 7.5. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Titans are in New York. The 0-3 Jets. Titans are 7.5-point favorites as well. Tennessee, they got a dub against the Colts last week. Jets lost another one again. I just think the Jets are probably going to be the worst team in the league with the other New York team, the Giants. They're probably 2 of the worst teams in football right now.
Yes.
I'm going to take the Titans here. I'm going to take them to win this game by 10+. I love this minus 7.5.
I think Julio Jones gets his first touchdown.
You with the Titans
easily win the game. Easily win the game. Why would I try? Even if they do upset, I will put Tennessee in every one of my bets this weekend just because I'm going to get. And if they make me lose money, by all means, good for you, New York fans. You won a game. That's your last one. Trash can.
Right. We're both in the Bengals, both in the Titans.
Yes,
now
sir.
we got in Philly, the 1-2 Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
The 1-2 Philadelphia Eagles.
1-2. They're both 1-2. Both
Let's go.
playing bad football right now.
Yes, sir.
The Chiefs are 6-point favorites in Philly. If you had the article this week, I'm all over the Chiefs. I think they win out completely. I think this is an easy win for them.
Trap game.
I just think they win this game by 20+. I'm taking the Chiefs to win this game and the -6.
It's a trap game.
Stop.
Hey, I'm staying loyal. I'll ride with them. I'll take that loss.
You taking them?
Hey, I'll make a bunch of lines. We'll talk about this. You know how this rolls. But yes, I'm taking the Eagles here. I think it's a trap game. I think it's this is a game that Pat Mahomes is going to want to force instead of just, hey, let the game come to me. And I think if the ball rolls the correct way, Eagles can sneak a win. If we can sneak one win and get to 500 before we go down our remaining gauntlet, I'll be cool. But
you're going down the gauntlet right now.
Yeah, no, it starts this week. But if we could start the gauntlet, after that embarrassing performance, I'll be good. Hey, wishful thinking. Let's go.
All right, we're staying in the division here with Dallas Cowboys to just beat the Eagles on Monday Night Football. They're going to be at home against the Panthers, the undefeated Panthers. 4.5 favorites for Dallas. No Christian McCaffrey. But there was no Christian McCaffrey last week pretty much either. Carolina got the job done. I think Sam Darnold's looked good. And I don't even think the team's played to their full potential. I think Carolina, I don't think they're that good. but I think they can win this game. I'm going to take the plus 4.5 in Carolina.
You take Carolina?
I am.
Well, shit, let me do it too.
All right, let's ride with Carolina.
Hey, wait, is this an upset or?
Yeah, plus 4.5. I'm taking the plus 4.5, and I'm going to take the money line. I'm taking Carolina.
I'm taking Carolina because I think this is their prove it game. I think it's like, hey, we're actually legit, like
undefeated team for sure. All right. So we only have one different. That's the Eagles game, obviously. All right. New Orleans. They just beat the Patriots. We both predicted that was going to happen. I think New Orleans is not a fake good team. I think they're actually a very good football team. They're at home against the Giants, -7.5 favorites. I think the Giants are one of the worst teams in football. I think their offense is depleted. I think their defense is depleted. I think the Saints offense got moving. On Sunday, I'm taking New Orleans -7.5.
I'm scared for this one reason. What if the Saints do this every week? 1 week we have a high, and the next week you have a low.
I don't think their low could be the New York Giants.
All right, cool. That's all I needed here. I'm going with you, the Saints. I think their defense is underrated, and it's starting to. I think every team's going to slowly get in a groove that was good last year. I think they're like, all right, Jameis, don't suck. We got you.
I think this next game could be the game where I'm like, I don't know, because they're both like here, and then they're both here, and they're both here, and they're both here. It's Cleveland at Minnesota. The Browns are going into Minnesota at a pick'em game. They're like 1-point favorites right now on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. So 1-point favorites for Cleveland in Minnesota. I'm lost here. Like, I'm still undecided in my head. It's like, here's my thing on it. Dalvin Cook gonna play or not? Because they're not gonna win another game without him not playing, especially with this tough defensive Cleveland.
I think I can talk you into the Browns.
All right, talk me.
I can talk you into the Browns. Browns haven't looked like a top team in the AFC.
No, they haven't.
And I think with the way Minnesota plays, they're going to have to actually like perform. And I think we're going to get an actual. All Baker just has to do is game manage, because he got his weapons back.
No Dalvin Cook.
Like I think this is going to be like a Nick Chubb. They can't stop him because Minnesota. I guess you could say Seattle went away from the run.
Yeah.
The Cardinals, they had Kyler Murray. So, like, that's kind of still a running team. And then who was the first game they lost? It was to the Bengals.
Cincinnati, yeah.
They lost on a field goal, but Joe Mixon was running a good amount. I think they're playing another team that has two good running backs that could control the game. So,
and I'm on Cleveland. I'm on Cleveland.
I'm on Cleveland. Like, I was on Minnesota last week because you know how I feel about Seattle, but I think Cleveland's a better team than Seattle.
Cleveland money line, I like it. All right, Cleveland money line.
I think we're gonna ride a lot together this week, other than
we'll see. Detroit at Chicago. Chicago are 3-point favorites because they're at home, I'm guessing. So Chicago -3 in Chicago against Detroit. This game, I mean, Detroit's terrible. They're 0-3. Chicago's terrible. They don't have a quarterback. And it's going to be all week. Who's playing?
Who you got? Just say who
I'm be honest. Of the games that I've watched, and even against Baltimore,
I'm going Detroit.
I just believe that the Lions are that bad. And I think that Chicago, this is where I'm gonna make my pick. I think Chicago, no matter who the quarterback is, has the playmakers on defense and offense to win this game. And it's in Chicago. So I'm gonna take Chicago -3 points.
I'm going Detroit because they can't. That last loss, like, you got a record beat on you. Like, how do you go in the locker room and tell them you played your heart out, you still lost the game? Like, it's not going. I think they win. This is their one win early in the season.
You think so?
This is one win early in the season. I don't think they're going to get many, but they're going to get this one.
All right, I'm taking Chicago -3. So you're taking Detroit?
Yep. I'm riding with Detroit Rock City. I don't know if that's how they roll, but that's how I'm saying it.
All right. Houston Texans at the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are 17-point favorites, the biggest spread of the year. 17 points in Buffalo. They just beat Washington by 20. They just beat the Dolphins by 35 after losing the Steelers in week 1. I think the Bills are back. I think they're one of the best teams in football. I'm not even going to second guess myself here. They win this game by 28 points. I'm taking the Bills minus the 17 points.
Is Davis Mills still playing quarterback?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
I think he'll play way better than he did last week.
So you're taking the Texans?
No, hell no. Let me get to it. I think he still gets destroyed this week.
All right. I think the Bills 17 is fine. I'm taking it.
I wouldn't take it. I can see them winning by 17, but I don't think they're going to beat. It's not going to be like they're not just going to go walk out and like dog walk everybody after. No. Like.
All right. We're both in the Bills.
We're on the Bills, but that spread is close.
Yeah, we'll see. Indianapolis at Miami. Miami are 2.5-point favorites in Miami against the Colts. This game is toughy because I don't even love Jacoby Brissett that much, and I don't love Carson Wentz that much either. I think these teams are so mediocrely bad that like I feel like they're each gonna try and lose the game somehow, but one of them is gonna accidentally win somehow. Does that make sense?
If it was, I'm going.
So the way I'm going with this is
who's gonna unfortunately win the game. That's what you just
right.
said.
Miami's 2.5-point favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the 2 points and pick the Colts +2, and I'm gonna pick the Colts because I think the Colts have a better defense, and I think they could maybe sneak themselves a pick 6. Something the Colts.
Why? I was going to take the Colts. I was going to think you'll take the earlier round.
Let's ride the Colts together.
You never ride the Colts together.
I know. I just honestly, like, jokes aside, I just think the Dolphins are just not good defensively. I think that they're gonna. I think Brissett can just. I don't know. I just don't.
You're forgetting this is a revenge game for Jacoby Brissett.
I know.
I want to take the Colts here.
Miami's struggling to find a run game. I'm going to take the Colts. I think Jonathan Taylor has a good game. I'm going to take the Colts.
I mean, I was taking Colts no matter what. I was hoping you go Miami, so then we can a little talk about like why Jacoby Brissett. But Colts.
I think Jonathan Taylor.
Carson wins.
No, I'm going to go Jonathan Taylor. 100+ yards, 2 touchdowns. Colts win.
Come on, Neiman Hines. That guy's electric.
Jonathan Taylor game. All right, next game. Washington are a 1-point favorite in Atlanta at the Falcons.
You lose.
Shut up. I feel comfortable here that the defense won't struggle as much. I think Heineke gets back on track. I think the Washington wins this game pretty handily.
I think y'all win the game, but Kyle Pitts gives y'all a lot of problems tomorrow or Sunday.
Yeah, I think we win this game. I'm gonna take Washington minus the 1 point. Washington wins. Here's the game of the week. Actually, we have 2 games of the week at the 4:00 hour.
Woo!
Seattle
battle of the NFC West.
Yep, it's the battle of the NFC West. We're gonna talk about both of them right here. Seattle at San Fran. San Fran's 2.5-point favorites. We talked about this on the previous episode. This is it. I think that the winner of this game is gonna put themselves in a good position in the division. I think the loser of this game is gonna fall behind pretty heavily. I just think that Seattle shoots themselves in the foot so many times throughout the season, and they did it the first 3 weeks. I mean, they should be 3-0, but they're not. And I just think that I go to San Fran, they've got their issue of Garoppolo and Trey Lance. I think Trey Lance should be starting, and I just think Garoppolo doesn't move the ball well in the offense. I don't think they score enough points. I think Seahawks are going to score a lot of points. If San Fran doesn't get the ball moving, they're going to get behind early. I'm taking Seattle plus the 2.5. Seattle to win the game.
Now, I am picking San Fran, but I think this will be the first case of I think Jimmy G's going to take a hit, and it's going to hurt him. He's going to be out the game. And I think Trey Lance comes in, and I think he shows he's legit. But I
think
also think if Jimmy, no matter which quarterback plays, they're winning the game. I don't believe in Seattle. Don't, and never will.
All right. This is what I'll say. And I got ready for this and everything. I put everything in place to make this statement. Week 1, I said, when we talked about this, who should start, Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo. I said that if Jimmy Garoppolo started week 1, we would see Trey Lance by week 4 or week 5. I think this game in San Fran at 4 o'clock on Sunday, the Russell Wilson's going to put on the performance that just increases the question mark of we need to go to Trey Lance. So I think that Seattle blows them out. And I think week 5, I think Trey Lance will be the starter for the San Francisco 49ers.
I think he goes in through injury, but then he can't be taken out. I think it's another Kaepernick situation. But I also think San Francisco is going to expose the Seattle to want to start panicking way earlier than they should.
Yeah. I mean, I just think Seattle wins this game pretty handily. I'm taking them. You're taking San Fran?
Yep. They're going to wear them black jerseys. It's going to be dope.
All right. The next NFC West matchup. Cardinals at the Rams. The Rams are at home. 6.5-point favorites. Both 3-0. Both have played great football. Probably two of the best teams in the NFL right now. NFC, I'd say. I don't know. This is going to be a battle test. This is going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be a lot of touchdowns, a lot of scoring. And it's gonna come down to which defense can make a stop. And I think that we all know the answer to that. I think the Cardinals are going to struggle to the point of I think the Rams defense is a little bit better. And I think that Matthew Stafford will keep his composure. I think he's gonna win in the game. It's gonna be close. I'm actually gonna take the Cardinals +6, but I'm gonna take the Rams to win the game.
I'm a big Matt Stafford MVP season, and Rams are my Super Bowl contenders, so I gotta keep riding the train. I think the Cardinals will be the hardest test for them, even though they just played the Bucs. I think Cardinals have improved offensively, defensively, but I also think through the addition of Matt Stafford, it's just hard to beat that team.
Yeah.
Like, they have no flaw offensively except running the ball, and they're starting to prove that, like, Sony Michel and the rest of the unit starting to heat up a little bit, and they can at least get some runs. Not a lot, but they can hand it off, get a little arm a break, a play or two. And I think the pass rush without Chandler Jones, if they're not getting there, it's a long night for Budda Baker. It's a long night for that guy.
I think it's gonna be a high-scoring game. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think the Rams are gonna. I think they're gonna come out on top.
Hey. We're getting Jalen Ramsey against any of their receivers.
Yep.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah. All right, we're both in the Rams. And then we got Steelers at Green Bay in Green Bay. Green Bay's minus 7-point favorites. I think this is going to be just a blowout.
This is the game that the Pittsburgh has to question. Do we keep riding with Big Ben forward, or do we make a decision?
I think Aaron Rodgers puts on a huge show.
Hey, we've got the Devontae Adams, but we've yet to get a bunch of Aaron Rodgers touchdowns.
Yeah, we haven't. He hasn't needed to.
That's the sad part. I mean, he's got 2. He's got like 4, but like it's not him like, all right, 4 touchdowns spreading around. It's like been all right. I'm gonna throw a little small one to Adams. I'm gonna throw 2 to Jones. Game before. Like, it's never been like, I need to just deal it out. Like, he hasn't had no like giant 300-yard game yet.
So you want Green Bay?
Yeah, I don't trust Pittsburgh. I don't think Big Ben's the quarterback. I think they need to either pick up Cam Newton or at least see if Dwayne Haskins is a guy.
He's not the guy. I'll say that right now.
I mean, he's not the guy, but like, at least do something. At least he can move and not fall trying to throw a freaking pass.
All right, we got the 3-0 Broncos hosting the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker's 66-yard field goal to win it against Detroit. They go to 2-1. Denver's 3-0. I mean, this is going to be a defensive showdown. It's going to be 2 great quarterbacks, Bridgewater and Lamar. I think it's going to be a good football game. I think it's going to be pretty low scoring, to be honest. I I just think this is where we see Denver show its true colors a little bit. Not saying they're not a good team, but I think this is where they come out and they're not going to be able to move the ball as much. They're not going to be able to keep up with the offense that the Ravens have. I think the Ravens win this game. And it's funny, the Broncos are favored here by 2 points. So you're getting the Ravens at plus money. I'm taking the Ravens.
Not so fast, my friend. This
You got the Broncos going 4-0?
Yeah. This is Teddy B's like, hey, we're legit, and this is Von Miller saying, hey, I'm back. Remember, he didn't play all last year. I think this is his 2-sack little. He's gonna come around the edge. Lamar's gonna take up before Lamar hits that one step, and he's gone. Because as soon as he hits that gone step, it's like, damn, he's fast.
You're really on Denver.
I told you.
You're betting Denver?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Come on, man, dude. This is the game that they get exposed. You got to come on with me on this one. I'm trying to help you.
I can't. I've told you. What did I text you at the beginning of the season? Every year, I text you or say, hey, what's your second team? What's the second team you're riding with behind our team?
Yeah.
And what did I say it was this year? I said it was the Broncos. I didn't think they'd be undefeated, but I was going to ride with them. Now they're undefeated. I'm going to ride with them. Then behind the Broncos.
All right. I'm on the Ravens. You're on the Broncos.
We only have like 4 different again.
Well, we're getting to the game. The return.
God, this ain't no goddamn game.
We're getting to the game. The return.
This is not no
Gillette
Field.
Gillette Field. Tom Brady making
this
his return to New England.
Oh my gosh.
This is unbelievable. The return. This is going to be an absolute slaughter. I cannot believe, and I went on Twitter yesterday talking about this. I cannot believe the Buccaneers are 6-point favorites. 6 points? That's it? What have the Patriots done?
Dude.
They haven't done anything.
How did this become a primetime game?
Because, I get why it's primetime game.
But I don't want to see. I'm going to be sitting here bored as hell next Sunday.
Yeah, but this is going to be probably the most watched primetime game all year.
You want some bullshit?
People want to see this. But my thing comes into.
I want to catch you want to play the game.
I know. What have the Patriots done? Like, how are they only 6-point underdogs? This should be an 11.5-point favorite game.
Dude,
this is absurd.
FanDuel should have been new. Like, hey, this is more than just a revenge game.
Hold on a second. I got these numbers this morning. I need to see if they've changed.
Tom's coming off a loss.
Let me see if these change. They have to change this. Oh, I'm actually seriously. I'm putting a lot of my bets into tonight and tomorrow because they're gonna change. They got to change this. I'm putting a lot of my bets in tonight and tomorrow.
I'm checking with you. Hold on.
They're minus. Okay, it went up 0.5. They're -7. They're a touchdown favorite. It's gonna go up because this is ridiculous.
Dude, there's no way Tom goes into every person on the Bucs knows Tom's trying to kill this because he can prove a point.
All right, we actually do have a couple changes. Actually, I'm going to point them out now. So Arizona is now dropped from +6 to +4. I'm still going to take the +4. Kansas City's gone from -6 to -7.
Okay.
And then Tampa Bay went from -6 to -7. I'm taking fucking Tampa like tonight. Like, I'm doing it tonight. I'm gonna do it later. But dude, this is absurd. I'm taking Tampa Bay to win this game 38-17. They win this by 20.
Like I hate when they fucking juice up dumb rivalry.
Did you see the freaking preview video for this shit?
I'm not watching. I saw it when it turned on last night. I was so.
Did you not see it?
I saw it Sunday, and then I saw a little bit. I don't want to watch it ever again. Like, they are literally making this Brady versus Belichick. By all means, your media fucks, do it. Make the money. But this is not about those two. Tom has a better cast of anything he's ever had this weekend than he will any other time he played in fucking New England, except the time he had Randy Moss. Agreed?
Yeah.
He's going in there off a loss. That's not just any loss, a kind of embarrassing loss. This is not about him versus the Patriots. This is about him proving to himself that, like, hey, I still got it. Haven't lost a step. I can still win games. Oh, I'm just going back into my old house. Let me sleep in my old bed one time. 1, 2, 3, nap, bang, boom. TB12 water, and then dog walks the Patriots. Mac Jones, he should cry wolf. He should cry wolf. He should fake concussion and not play this game because he's gonna get ridiculed after losing to Tom Brady. Like, man, Tom Brady's successor came to beat Tom. Wow.
Okay, let's move on. We're both taking the Bucks here for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Monday Night Football. We got Raiders at Chargers. Chargers are at home -3.5 favorites. 3-0 to 2-1. Chargers just came off a big win in Kansas City. Raiders are 3-0. I mean, this is a tough game.
Uh-huh.
I gonna go with the way that I said about the Broncos. I think this is gonna be their loss. I think they're gonna end the undefeated streak. I think the Chargers offense is gonna be too much for them. I'm taking Justin Herbert, the Chargers.
So there's 2 games in Los Angeles this weekend. It'll be one of the few times that happens. You won a few. A lot's going on in LA lately, you know. Season's about to start back up. We got the Los Angeles Lakers media day. We got the Clippers, I think. There's just tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know? A lot of good going on this week and this weekend for the city of Los Angeles. I feel like you can probably agree with that. So coming to the last part of their weekend will be a Monday night game. And I just hate that it's going to be disappointed by a Raider win.
So you're going with the Broncos and Raiders 4-0 coming out of week 4.
They don't lose the first division games yet. Nope, not yet.
Wow.
I do think that the 2 teams in front will not win the division. I still think the Chargers will come back and win the division. But I do think the list is the one.
You think the Chargers win the division?
I think the Chargers win the division now. I think the Raiders are 3rd. I think the Broncos will be 2nd. But I think the Raiders will win.
Wait. You think what?
You got more words. You see, you didn't hear what I said. I think the Raiders will be 3rd. I think the Broncos will be 2nd. And I think we probably should start worrying about Kansas City.
So who's first?
Chargers.
So you think the Kansas City should be 4th?
It's not looking good. But I also think
Wait, you think they finish in 4th?
I think they are a wild card team.
So how would they finish in 4th and make the wild card team? Make wild card?
They're fighting for a wild card spot. I think that's pretty much.
Where do you think the Chiefs are going to end up at the end of the year?
Probably either 7 or 8.
In the division, though. In the division.
Probably like 4th. Remember how we said the NFC West?
You think the Chiefs are going to end up in 4th place at the end of the season?
I told you I had a bold prediction.
Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Hey, you're
There's
the
no
optimist.
chance. You think the Chiefs are going to be in 4th? Wow.
I mean, they can't beat the damn Chargers, and the other 2 teams are undefeated. And they're defeated.
3, dude.
Huh?
It's week 3.
And that's a week 3 bold prediction. I hope I'm wrong. I want to see my Super Bowl prediction come to life. But right now, I have no hope.
Wow. That just I can't believe that just came out of your mouth. Okay.
Hey, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Hey, if I suck, they suck. That's how I'm saying it. I suck, they suck.
So you got Eagles, I got Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Detroit, I have Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You've got San Fran, I have Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
You got Denver, I've got Baltimore,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got the Raiders, and I have the Chargers. So we have 5 different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different games. Lockers lock of the week. I'm going Bucks -6.5. That's just an easy bet. 100% the Tampa Bay is going to win this game by 7 points.
Great lock.
And
great lock.
upset of the week. I'm going Seattle over San Fran. Seattle's going to beat San Fran in San Francisco. Russell Wilson's going to put on the show. All right. That's going to do it for the NFL Week 4 picks. Catch us next week. NFL Week 4 recap, NFL Week 5 picks. We'll see y'all later.